at really bad news on the front page of The Times. Vladimir Putin hits the West with a fresh gas shutdown. We're in trouble, aren't we?
Yeah, we didn't need any more bad news on this. Putin is clearly not happy about the energy price caps, which are being imposed across Europe, and has already said that he won't, I think he was saying yesterday, that he won't supply gas to those countries. And now Nord Stream 1 apparently has faults with it, and so this is going to impose further pressure. Indefinite closure is going to renew the turmoil in European gas markets. We've had predictions that the gas prices will continue to rise throughout 2023 and 2024. It looks incredibly grim going forward. And obviously we need some kind of proper action from our new Prime Minister.
Well, indeed. One opposition politician was on Twitter today who'd had a letter from a constituent that ran a care home, and their previous annual electricity bill had been £250,000. It had jumped to £800,000.
And it's not just care homes, it's schools where children can go for heating and for food. It's libraries, it's museums, it's pubs. Pubs across the land are closing. These are places, these aren't the huge, great big businesses. These are small, family-run businesses whose bills are going from 20,000 to 60,000. They're going to close. This country is really in trouble.
And
well, indeed.
Well, the knock-on effect to them is in the shops as well, right? Yeah. Because then if people don't have any excess money, then they're not going to go shopping either. So
that's right, yeah.
It's the first thing to go, isn't it?
It goes everywhere.
The high
luxuries.
street.
Yeah. I mean, we've got a huge problem here, haven't we, Mark? And I wonder whether what's going to have to happen when our new Prime Minister is announced, which inevitably will be Liz Truss, that she's going to have to effectively do a kind of financial intervention that is close to the scale of the furlough scheme.
Yeah. Well, I think, first of all, she needs to get some trust back because of all the lies and everything else that's happened, first of all. That goes back to Boris, obviously.
Do you think she can do that? Does it wipe the slate clean, having a new PM?
I don't know what when you said
I don't care about the trust. I just want her to take action. All of this narcissistic stuff about what we think about, we don't care. People are going to be in their homes freezing cold this winter.
Yeah, but
people are going to be dying.
They're not, because she's got to do something. That's the point. That's the whole point. All the scare stories are to try and trigger the action that you're demanding.
No, there are 50% of people are too frightened to put their heating on. There are going to be children in cold rooms. There are going to be pensioners who do not put their heating on because they're frightened.
We've got to find alternative sources of power. That's what we've got to do. We've got to go round the world, and we can get power from Norway, we can get power from Qatar, we can get power from elsewhere. And also
we can get power from here, Mike.
Of course we can, but we can't immediately. That are the problem.
We can't immediately. If we'd opened nuclear power stations in 2012, when the Lib Dems said it's not worth it because they won't be open until 2022, which it is now, if we'd have got on with fracking, we would be self-sufficient.
We
opened up our north... I agree. We should have done what we haven't.
We should have
done.
in
the short term, we've got to go and find power elsewhere. Putin is trying it on here.
We've got power in the North Sea. We've got the oil and gas in the North Sea. Liz Truss has signed all sorts of deals.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the next 3 months. It's September.
And so am I. And so am I. Except the Green lobby will now come along and say, no, you can't start reopening coal mines like the Germans are doing, day after day after day, reopening coal mines. Putin also is trying it on here because he has to fund the war in Ukraine, and the only way he funds it is selling gas to the West.
And he wants to break our spirit, doesn't he?
Yes, of course he does. Yeah, of course he does.
And
we need to be bigger than this.
He wants populations in the UK, Germany, and across the West to say, look, we've had enough of this war.
Yes, he does.
And he looks across Europe right now, Mark, and he can see every European country in panic about these prices. And so this is his trump card, absolutely.